everyone, welcome back. Today I want to talk about the challenges I've been faced with in my routine and also how I've been able to work through them and why plyometrics have become such an important part of my training, from jumping rope to box jumps. It hasn't been always easy, but it's definitely been worth it in the long run. My plyometric routine on Mondays and Thursdays start with jumping rope as a warm-up. I like to do 5 to 10 minutes. So at first I underestimated how powerful this simple exercise could be. Not only is it great for building coordination and endurance, but it also is perfect for beginner workouts for plyometric. It gets your heart rate up. And it also sets the tone for everything that follows after that. After the warm-up, I move into jump squats and split squat jumps. Jump squats have been a great way to develop explosive power and split squats, but then there's split squats. Those have tested my stability and balance in ways I'd never imagined, right? The challenge here was controlling the movement while still being explosive, but with each week I felt stronger and more in control. It took me about 8 weeks to actually get comfortable with split squat jumps. So if you're just starting out, don't worry about being perfect. You want to focus on quality over quantity. I say this all the time, and be patient with yourself. Progress takes time. Okay, it took me like 8 weeks, but before the 8 weeks, I kind of did this like 2 weeks. So I did this for about 8 weeks, but I definitely gave myself 2 more weeks to actually perfect it, because the first 8 weeks, it was kind of rough, you know, dealing with daily life and then trying to stay on track. But after the 8th week, I kind of dove right in and made this like the most important part of my training because I wanted to see progression, right? So Fridays are for full body plyometric training, and I started with jump squats. After about 8 weeks, I felt ready to progress to weighted jump squats. I've been doing jump squats for 3 days a week during the 8 weeks, right? So with weighted jump squats, it added a whole new level of challenge. So adding weight forces you to be even more intentional with your movements. It's not just about jumping high, it's about controlling the descent and absorbing the force as you land. I think with the weighted jump squats, I was more concerned about my descent. I felt really comfortable with absorbing the force as I landed because I was already doing split squat jumps, and I felt like that was a bit of practice for me when it comes to the force as I landed, if that makes sense. I moved into split squat jumps and eventually progressed to rear foot elevated split squat jumps. This variation not only pushed my balance, but also emphasized rate of force absorption, right? How well your body can handle impact and prepare for the next movement. It's great for building a large range of motion, which translates directly to everyday activities like climbing the stairs or carrying heavy groceries, right? That's why we're doing this. We're trying to make our everyday task easier. So, like I said, once I started doing split squat jumps, I think that helped me elevate to weighted split squat jumps. Not only the regular jump squats that weren't weighted, but also the split squat jumps, with how my body impacted the ground as I landed. It progressed me into weighted jump squats and then also into rare elevated split squat jumps. I've been on this plyometric journey, I would say, for the last like 20 weeks. The first 8 weeks were a bit shaky, but then after the first 8 weeks, I felt like it was time to progress slowly into other workouts. So on Mondays and Thursdays, I decided to progress from that 8 to 10 weeks from the squat jumps and also split squat jumps to box jumps and also jumping off the box, right? So for me, Box jumps are fairly easy because I did that in my last program, so it wasn't really an introduction for me. And then my seated box jumps, jumping off the box, I had to focus on generating force from a dead spot, right? Because I'm seated. And then once I was comfortable with that, I progressed, right, to adding more reps to the jumping off the box. Also, you want to make sure you're landing softly. This is where the real benefits of these plyometric workouts come into play. Box jumps are incredible for teaching your body to absorb force efficiently. Whether you're landing softly or jumping higher, you're training your muscles to handle impact safely and powerfully, right? Plus, it's a great confidence booster when you hit your new height. I actually have to test myself in my jumps. I have to figure out how I'm gonna do that, but we'll get back to that once we get there. So there were definitely moments when I wanted to skip those workouts. I'm not gonna lie. Fridays are my hardest. Jumping off a box or controlling a weighted squat jump felt impossible at times. It definitely felt that way in the beginning, but I reminded myself why I started. Plyometrics aren't just about building explosive power. They're about functional strength that impacts your everyday life. That's why we're doing it. I would say it over and over again. It's not just about the aesthetics, but it's about making your everyday task easier. So every jump, every rep is preparing your body for real life movements, whether it's lifting something heavy or playing with your kids or playing with your nieces or just feeling more agile. Plyometrics build strength and confidence that will go beyond the gym. So with these workouts, I'll tell you my breakdown. So on Mondays and Thursdays, I'll jump rope from as my warm up for 5 to 10 minutes. Then I would do jump squats and I would do 3 sets of 10, split squat jumps, 3 sets of 10. And then after that 8 weeks, I progressed to weighted jump squats and also rear elevated jump squats, right? So for the weighted jump squats, I would also do 3 sets of 8 to 10 because they were a little bit more difficult because we're adding weight, right? Rear elevated split squat jumps, I did 3 sets of 5 to 6, depending on how I felt. They're a little bit harder. It's becoming a little bit more challenging to do these workouts, which we want. We want to challenge ourselves, right? And then when I progressed from jump squats and also split squat jumps, I did box jumps and also jumping off the box. With those, I did 3 sets of 10 with the box jumps, and then with the jumping off the box, I did 3 sets of 5. Before I got into using the box, I would do basically like step ups onto the box as a warm up, and I would do like 3 to 5 on each leg. So if you're struggling, remember that progress isn't linear and setbacks are a part of the journey. Be patient with yourself and celebrate those small wins, right? So plyometrics have taught me so much about perseverance and growth in every challenge I've had faced. It made me stronger, both mentally and also physically. A lot of times I had to go back and look at different workouts, teach myself how to do them, right? I had to teach myself how to do a squat jump. Sometimes you have to go back to the basics. So I'd love to hear about your own challenges and how you were able to progress in the comments. What's been the hardest part of your fitness journey? What's been the hardest part of your plyometric journey? Let's encourage each other to push through and reach our desires. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, and I hope this helped, and I'll post my routine at the end.
As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective, and my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me. All my fans, all my beautiful fans.